with a degree, with dreams, with determination, like so many migrants out there. He was ready to contribute, ready to thrive, but no one prepared him for the silence. Job rejection, CVs ignored over and over again. Hello everyone, I'm Ruth Amani, the founder of AmaningCareerLift, where we turn aspirations into achievements. In this episode of Hope to Hustle, we sit down with Emmanuel, a skilled professional from Ghana, whose journey to find work in the United Kingdom didn't start with success. It started with a lot of trying to survive. He went from building castles in the air to cleaning warehouses just to feed his family. If you're prepared to move abroad or you're already here and you're wondering, why is this so hard? This story is definitely for you because it's not just about finding job, it's about not losing yourself in the process. And that's what this story is all about. I hope it serves as a source of encouragement to you out there. Now let's go speak with the man. Hi, Manuel. Good evening.
Good evening. Hi.
Yeah, thank you for agreeing to do this interview today. Just to provide some insight, I'm looking to produce a YouTube video and it's in relation to CV writing and job hunting, especially for relocating immigrants. I wanted them to have an idea of the things that nobody tells them. So I want to use real life experiences that would act as an example for them.
Right.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going to be asking you a couple of questions and just be yourself, be as honest as possible.
Right.
Yeah, because I want them to get a feel of what it looks like.
Right.
Great. The first question, let's begin with your story. When you first moved to the UK, what were your hopes and expectations around finding work? What type of job did you have in mind for yourself?
Right. I mean, before you arrive in this country, before you come here, I would say that you build so much castles in the air. And then when it comes to jobs, the expectations are very high. And then you even create portfolios in your head before you even enter the country. But then when I was coming back home, I had a lot doing, which of course, coming here, I was thinking that it's really gonna be that easy. And I had a lot of expectations as well with regards to job search as well. So, yeah, expectations are very high, but then the reality will catch up when you enter the country.
Okay, thank you for that. So do you want to tell me about some of those, about the tough moments? What was the most discouraging parts of your job search, and how did you continue pushing through?
Right. I would say that the most like before you enter the country, you already have the expectation, and you think that the jobs are just like fruits on the tree that you plug it out that easily, but it's not. So coming here, I was thinking of maybe back home, I was doing more like a research and an administrative job. So I was thinking like maybe I would need a decent job. But the most unfortunate part is when you start applying for jobs and then uh, you getting the feedback. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, you are not qualified for this job. Unfortunately, we've passed on. And so that is the most discouraging part of it all, because at the end of the day, when you come here, you have a lot of bills to pay and all that. So in your head, you are thinking like, okay, I need a job that quick, but it's not easy. For me, I believe that the most easiest part that I encountered was when I decided to go to people for them to coach me how to pass interviews and then how to fix my CV in a way that will fit job descriptions. And so I believe that the what really helped me was the fact that I opened up to people that already knows more when it comes to this job hunting and job searching. That really helped me to finally get a job.
Okay. Thank you for that. So do you want to tell us how long did this job searching or go, how long did it go on for?
I mean, it took me more than 3, 4 months searching for jobs. It wasn't that easy. Like I said, you when you go to the internet, when you have like job places like Indeed, CV Library, and all that, there's a lot of jobs available where you can apply. So if you want to apply for 90 jobs a day, you can apply for it. But then to get the job is the most difficult part of it all. So it took me a long time before getting a job actually.
Okay, so let's focus on your background now.
Mm.
What skills or work experience? So you talked about being into research at some
Mm.
point. So when you were coming from back home, what skills did you have that you thought when I get to UK, it would definitely help in securing a job?
Right. So like I said earlier, I had a bit of administration background, and then research. And then I did a bit of law before coming here. So I was thinking that combining these will actually, I have what it takes to get a job.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking that it was really going to be easy, but it wasn't easy at all. And
Okay.
then one thing that I realized was that when they say that they are looking for people with experience, it's truly when you come here and then you go for job interviews and all that, experience really count. And so before you qualify to get a job, um, throughout the interview, you must exhibit those experience for employers to know that indeed you really qualify for the job.
Okay. Okay, so now let's look at the breakthrough.
Mm.
What's the first job that you eventually landed in the UK?
Um, my first job, like I said, the expectation will not really go as you wanted it. So when I came in, and because of family and all that, my first job that I landed in was a cleaning job, which wasn't what I really wanted. But at the end of the day, I had no other option. I needed to feed the family,
Yeah,
and
that
so
yeah.
yeah, that was my first job.
Yeah, you'll be glad to know that my first job was actually a cleaning job. But the most interesting part is that I was based in the toilet of a pub. So that was my stationary
At least
place.
mine was better. Mine was deep cleaning in a warehouse,
Yeah.
at least. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess that was completely different from what you
Yeah,
thought.
very, very different.
Yeah. Okay. So finally, looking back, what's your number one piece of advice for immigrants trying to start their career in a new country, looking forward to moving from Africa, from any other third world country to a first world country? What piece of advice would you have for them, please?
I would say, first of all, before you come in here, you have to do a lot of research. And then, if possible, and if you have anyone who is already here, who is more into the system, where you can then inquire more and ask more how you have to go about things, especially when you want to do exactly what you've been doing back home. Research is most important, and then again, contacting good people that you know that they can be of good help to you as well when you enter the country, to really find the type of job that you really want. Getting the right connection to the right people is very important as well.
Thank you so much.
Mm.
Emmanuel shared isn't rare. It's a reality we've seen over and over again in many of our Hope to Hustle series. Professionals with qualifications, valuable experiences, big dreams, all arriving in the UK full of hopes and hitting the wall of rejection, confusion, and survivor mood while trying to search for a job. But here's the truth we've learned across every single interview. Breakthrough comes when you stop doing it alone, when you start asking questions, when you get help fixing your CV, when you stop hiding your story and start owning it. So, if you're watching this and you're in a place in a similar situation, we are here for you and we see you. Why don't you go ahead and download the CV and job search guide in the description? Comment ready if you're prepared for your move. Why don't you subscribe to Amani Career Lift to hear more stories that uplifts and guide and inspires you? This is your own story too, and your breakthrough is just on the way. Because with the right guidance and community, you won't just survive, you will build again, you would grow, you would rise. Stay tuned for more Hope to Hustle series and for more insights from Amani Career Lift, because we're here to continue helping you to turn those aspirations into achievements. I'll see you in my next video.